Hello everyone, this is the teaser video for this coming Sunday, April 23rd. Yes, April 23rd. Yes, I am taking a week of vacation between Easter. So Wayne will be preaching the Sunday of the 16th. So yes, it's the 23rd. I hope everyone enjoyed the Easter service. Hopefully you enjoyed where I took the message about doubts. Today, as you look at scripture, you look at a lot of the biblical stories. When you talk about doubts, which goes back to where we were for Easter, people pick at a lot of the stories. They pick at things about Noah and the ark and the worldwide flood. They pick on the creation story. They pick on Adam and Eve. They pick on the whole idea of resurrection of the dead or the miracles and the healings and they get into those discussions or those debates and those arguments. And you may even gotten caught into debating that stuff with people. But until you can answer one particular question correctly or to the point where you're building on top of that, until you can answer that question, all those other stories don't matter. It's like getting in an argument about details that are insignificant. So my passage, my sermon for this Sunday is actually going to be looking at the passage that asks that one question. Now my lead-in, my opening is talking about something. Those of you who know me know I'm not a very handy man. My wife doesn't allow me around power tools. I really don't do a lot of hands-on construction or building or anything like that. But when we lived in Maryland, I built actually two retaining walls. But the first one I built, our backyard and our deck sloped down to the woods. And when you would come off our deck and come off the last step, it basically, you had a steep decline and you would almost stumble as you stepped off. So I thought about building a landing area. So when you stepped off that last step, you came down to a flat landing area. Well, that required building a retaining wall. So to build it up and take the decline out, and I built a retaining wall. It had turned up about 7 levels of bricks and ground and dirt and a slab stone and some stones. So that when you stepped off onto a level ground. And if you wanted to continue down the yard, you could easily walk around the retaining wall and gradually go down. You didn't have that sudden drop off, which was basically hurling you down to the back of the yard and then toward the woods and everything. But one thing I learned when I built that wall was how important it was for that base level of bricks. I made it to the point where I used a level for each brick, and then I had a long level that I could measure 3 bricks at a time, because that bottom level, that foundation, had to be level or the whole wall on top of that would be useless. So we're actually going to be looking at a foundation question in this passage. And until that foundation question is solid, your answer is solid, sturdy, level, you can't really build on top of that. So why get in a bunch of arguments about other stories until that foundation is built? So this passage is Mark chapter 8, verses 27 through 29. Mark chapter 8, verses 27 through 29. You will see the foundation question, and you will see the answer. So that's basically what you're going to be reading. For bonus, look up the information about Caesarea Philippi, why it changed its name, and that'll give you a little more background about the city and where they were at when Jesus was having this discussion with the disciples. But that's it. It's all about a sturdy foundation. So I look forward to seeing everyone on the 23rd. Until then, take care and be safe.